¡Tienes derecho a cerrar el pico!
Lo que digas puede ser usado en tu contra. Se acabó la fiesta.
It is an internal process. Capacity building is not something that happens from outside of you. It is something that happens inside of you. It is an internal process. It's something that begins from the inside, and then we begin to see them manifest on the outside. So it's not about what is happening around your environment. It's not about what people are doing to you. It is about what is happening inside of you. There are key elements or tools that are always necessary for capacity development. I'll just mention them for this case of this discussion. One of them is knowledge. Number 2 is skill. Number 3 is system. Number 4 is institutions. These are the key tools that determine or that helps capacity development. Knowledge in the sense that knowledge gives you the ability to make better and quality and informed decision. Knowledge gives you the opportunity to make better quality and informed decisions. For instance, the things that I am saying to you now, they are coming from the wealth of knowledge that I have. So the choice of word, I cannot pick them from outside. So I am picking them from within. So knowledge gives you the ability to make better quality and informed decision. So when circumstances are thrown at you, the quality of decision you take will depend on the level of knowledge that you have. I spoke to a group of people in an online meeting, and then one of them, when the person wanted to ask question, was saying that there are no good people that are available to help. You see, it is based on her knowledge that she's asking that question. And then I told her, based on what you know and what you believe, even God himself cannot help you. So her decision is based on what she knows. So knowledge is one of those tools that will help us for capacity development, because they will help you to make better quality and informed decision. Number 2 is skill. For you to become outstanding, for you to become an expert in a certain area, you must develop skill in that area. So skill is also an important tool. So if you want to improve your capacity, pay attention to knowledge, pay attention to learning. Number 2, pay attention to acquiring skills, new skills. Learn something new every day. No matter what you are doing, try to improve your skill in that area. I often tell people that it's not about what you are doing, but how you are doing the thing that matters. Some people think that until you become an aeronautic engineer that you are a big person or a successful person. But I can tell you that there are cleaners, people that are experts in cleaning. Experts in cleaning. They have developed skills in cleaning. Skills in cleaning. You might say cleaning is a simple thing. If you are given a 27th floor building to clean the louvers, How do you do it? As a lay individual in matters of cleaning, you will be looking for scaffold to do that. But I can tell you that people have developed skills that they don't need scaffold to do that. As common as cleaning is. So you need to develop skills in whatever you are doing. So this is also a vital tool for capacity development. Number 3 is systems. I don't have time to talk about all these. Systems. The Bible told us that the earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof, the world and they that dwell therein. The earth is geographical space. The earth is the Lord, the fullness thereof, everything that you can find on the earth. Then what is the world? Since the earth is the geographical space, what is then the world that the Bible, that the scripture talked about? Is the word that is spoken about there is system. Is system. Just like you have your computer hardware. The system unit cannot do anything until there is an operating system that will run that system. So that is what I'm talking about, system. It is systems that drive development. It's systems that drive development. So we are majorly a hardware component, but the operating system upon which we run is what we call the system. And you know educational system, health system, entertainment system, finance system, technology, media, politics, religion, and culture. These are things that determine how we relate, how we respond to things. So systems, they are vital tools for capacity development. For example, remember a few years ago, before you come to a public setting, you will mask yourself. You have to come on a mask because that was the system running the world, as it were. And if you do anything against that system, you will be regarded as a virus. You'll be regarded as an enemy to the system. And then lastly is institution. It is the institutions that determines the system. Please pay attention to what I'm saying. Institution determines the system. And my focus in life is to grow to the point where I will become an institution myself, where I will be responsible to determining the system. Yes. How do we go to school today? How we study today is determined by some group of people. Institution. These are tools that drive capacity development. They drive. Remember I mentioned knowledge, skill, institution, and systems. Now, for effective capacity development, you will need focus. Focus is derived from vision and priority. Focus is derived from vision and priority. Priority helps you to set your mind on what is really important and on exactly what to do and when to do them. Priority. For you to become effective, for you to become effective in this thing we are talking about, you will need focus. And then I am beginning to tell you that the focus is derived from vision and priority. For you to improve your capacity, for you to develop your ability to perform. Your ability to perform. For instance, you see that I am doing a task. I'm carrying out a task. And the efficiency with which I do it depends on my capacity. So for you to improve your capacity, you will need focus. Focus is derived from vision and priority. Follow my story. Because you cannot develop capacity when you lack focus. You cannot have focus when you lack vision and you don't have priorities. Priority help you to set your mind on what is really important and exactly what to do and when to do them. Priority will help you to know what is very, very important. Will help you to know what is important at every given time. For example, it is important that you read. It's important you pray, right? But it is not urgent. But it's very, very important you pray. It is important you have your health checked, even though it's not urgent. So priority will help you to know what is important. But you know, when people begin to respond to some certain things, they respond to some certain things that are very, very important when it becomes very, very urgent. At such point, those things have become emergency. And at such a time, you will make the wrong decision. So priority will help you not to take wrong decision. Because when you are responding to matters as an emergency, you are likely not to make the best decision. So priority will help you. While it is not urgent, you know it's important and do it. Like studying. I do tell people that it is not the day a woman will want to enter the delivery room that you begin to believe that you deliver like a Hebrew woman. You do it even before you get married. Also, vision gives you access to concentration. Remember, I said that for you to develop your capacity, we need focus. For you to have focus, you must have vision and have priority. Now, vision will give you access to concentration. This will help you to channel your energy and resources on that very important thing that you have discovered. Now, priority without vision, you will always know what to do, but you will not have the will to do it. If you have priority, but you don't have vision, you will know the important thing, but you will not be able to do it. You know what to do. Many of us that are sitting down here now, we know what to do, but we will always procrastinate because of what? We lack vision. You will say, okay, I will do it tomorrow. Tomorrow will come, and tomorrow is endless. You know, tomorrow is endless. So it is vision that will help to kill that. You may have priority, but without vision, you will always know what to do, but you will not do it. Vision without priority you will always be busy without making progress. Just like somebody that is on a rocking chair, you are making efforts, but because you lack priority, but you have vision, but you don't have priority, you don't prioritize the things you do, you will always be busy. You wake up very early in the morning, you come back late at night, but at the end of the period, you did not make progress, but you were very, very busy. Being busy doesn't mean that you're in business. I hope you know that. Vision is a product of purpose, and every human is born with personal purpose. And I will advise you try to find yours. Reason is because the process of discovering your personal purpose is the gateway to unique vision. The process of discovering your vision is the gateway to becoming unique. This I am telling you from experience. One of the functions of vision is that it reveals your true value. We don't really know what we are worth. We don't really know what we are worth. A few years ago, when I worked under my boss, then it was without pay. But as time went on, it happened that we've developed over the period. And one of the days, he made this announcement in the office, and then said he cannot pay me because he has observed the productivity that I have. How much was he going to offer me? But had it been the time nothing was really happening, I was offered a certain amount of money for salary, I would have felt that I am being rewarded very well. So you don't really know how much you are worth until you begin to manifest. You might think that this is all you are worth, but I bet you, try to catch vision. You will discover that you are worth far greater than you have ever imagined. Why we look down on ourselves is because we lack vision. That's why the Bible says, where there is no vision, the people perish. They lose value. They cast off restraint. Now, vision, what is vision? If you want me to define, I will always tell you that vision is a preview of a preferred or a better future. Vision is not just that time you slept and then you had some experience. The material with which you evaluate whether something is vision is that what it is presenting to you must be better than your current state. You must be better than where you are right now. That is one of the checkers. That is one of the checkers. If what you see is the same with where you are, it's not a vision. If it's worse than where you are, it's not a vision, it's a nightmare. But if it is better, preferred to what you are experiencing right now, we can call it vision, because it will always be better than your present state. It is the ability to see farther than your eyes can look. Vision is the ability to see farther than your eyes can look. Remember, I'm talking about building capacity through mind development. You will get the connection at the end. You being able to see further than your eyes can look. The eyes is what regulates sight. Sight is a function of the eyes. But vision is not a function of the eyes. Vision is a function of your mind. Sight is the function of your eye. So, a man that is blind has lost his sight, but has not lost his vision. I've seen people that have some physical disabilities with their sight, but they ended up super successful. The reason because they lost their sight, but their vision was intact. Because sight is only a function of the eyes. Vision is a function of the mind. You can see the connectivity now. The capacity of your mind determines what you see, or your ability to see in the fourth dimension. You know, the physical eye only see in the third dimension, which is this dimension where things are physical. We were told in the book of Hebrews that by faith we know that the world was framed by the word of God, such that the things that we see, the physical things that your eyes can see, we are made by the things that your eyes cannot see. So what gets back to this physical stuff you are seeing here now is existing in a dimension that is not physical. And you don't see that dimension, you don't see in that dimension with your eyes. You see in that dimension with your mind. So it is the state of your mind that determines the quality of vision that you will have. If you cannot close your eyes and see your dream, you are not seeing it in the fourth dimension. You're not seeing into the fourth dimension. It is that dimension that controls this dimension. We know that the things that appear are made by the things that do not appear. I can tell you something that I want to see physically in the next 3 years. I can tell you because I know how it operates. I can tell you, I can create whatever I want. I can. We have that ability, and that's what we're talking about. What we are talking about: capacity building through mind development, the ability to perform, the ability to produce, the ability to engage. You can engage if you pay attention to what I'm saying. If the things you think you want to touch, handle, until you begin to see them in the fourth dimension, then you are not yet ready. And when you don't see in that dimension, the result is that you will never see your dream become reality. The reason is because vision works through the mind by the principle of faith. Vision works through the mind by the principle of faith. Faith is defined in the Bible as the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. That is how it works. Vision works by faith through the principle of the mind. It is the substance of things not seen. But if you are seeing it somewhere in another dimension, the evidence of what is not physical, an evidence of something. Permit me to say that it is the currency and technology to procure that which is in the invisible realm for physical manifestation. Permit me to tell you that. It is the currency and technology by which you make procurements from the invisible realm to have them manifested in this physical dimension. A lot exists in that invisible realm. The Bible told us about Moses. He said that he saw him that is invisible. That was why he was able to accomplish his purpose. That was why he was not afraid of what Pharaoh could do to him, because he had the ability to see that which is not physical. He saw the invisible. So when you begin to see in that dimension, you will begin to do big things, because each and every one of us have been appointed by God to do big things. Remember, Jesus said, as long as I am in the world, I am the light of the world. And while he was living, he said, you are the light of the world. So he exited so that we can take his place. So we should do the things that he did. And he never did small things. You are a city set on a hill. You cannot be hid. How can you be doing big things and people will not see you? How can you have capacity and people will not see you? Why people are not seeing you? Because you are still small. When you grow capacity, you become very visible. So it is this process that we are discussing that will help you. I'm just running. What you see determines what is possible for you. Something happened. I like drawing lessons from the scripture, because I can tell you for free that 90% of the inspiration that have brought me where I am, and even more, are all drawn from the scripture. Yes, we've read some books, we've done some trainings, but I can tell you for facts that 90% and more are inspirations drawn from the scripture. Now, there was a prophet of God, I think Jeremiah. The Lord wanted to accomplish great things with him, but he was saying he's a small boy, I'm a child, and this and that. Until he was engaged in what I call mental programming. He was engaged in serious conversation with God, until he came to a point that God needed to check if the conversation had been able to really implement some things in his subconscious. And then he asked him, what do you see? He said, I see an almond tree. And he said, you have seen well. It is now that I will hasten to perform all the things that I've been telling you. Which means what has kept God from performing the things he has told Jeremiah was that he has not been able to see the invisible. So what you see determines what is possible for you. It is until you begin to see in that dimension. Remember, it is the quality of your heart, your mind, that will determine the picture that you see, the vision that you will see. And if you don't see well, you say you have seen well, then I will hasten my word to perform it. A lot has been spoken to us by God. Even the declarations for this year, awesome. But if you lack the vision, if you don't see appropriately as you should see, even God himself will be incapacitated to help you. You have seen well, for I will hasten my word to perform it. That established the truth that what you see determines what is possible for you. While your vision is determined by your mindset determines the following. Your mindset determines who you are and what you become. Who you are and what you become is determined by your mind. As he thinketh in his heart, so is he. What you will become is determined by your mind. What you become is determined determined by your mind. As we all, with unveiled faces, beholding him as a glass, we will be changed into the same image, back from glory to glory. As we behold him, as we behold him as a glass, we'll be changed into what? The same image. It is the image that you see that you'll be changed into the same image. So what you see determines who you will become. If all you see about yourself is like this, that's how you will end up. If all you see about yourself is just this way, even God cannot help you. But if you can have a better picture of you, then the hand of God can set in to help you. What you do and how you do them is also a function of your mentality. What you do and how you do them. There is nothing that you will give me. You see now what I came to do. I took time to prepare. I have the notes, I have the outline, I have the slide. It is character. It is attitude. And this is because I can come and say, no, it is your mentality. Some people, they come to church, you see them come on slippers. Why are you coming that way? It is your mentality. It is that mental programming that has kept you where you are. That's it. You can't find me going on the way and I'm eating something. For what now? Have you seen a governor eating on the road? Have you seen a president eating on the road? That's mentality. Your mindset determines what you do and how you do them. I cannot eat on the road. It is your mentality that determines what you do and how you do them. They beg people to dress well. Why should they beg you to dress well? If you have a vision. Some people say fake it until you have it. It is not faking. That is faith. Faith it. Faith it. It's not fake. Faith it until you have it. Your mindset will determine where you go and how far you can go. I remember when I was given an assignment to do supervision of a building project. I was not being paid. I did it with the best of my ability. You don't do something just because of the amount of money that you are paid. You do it because of who you are. If I should ask you, who are you? Because you say, what are they paying me? And then you do it very shabbily. You are just limiting yourself. You need to be transformed. You say, I'm being not conformed to this world, but being transformed by what? The renewing of your mind. It is your mind that determines your transformation. It is your mind. If you don't change, nothing changes. What you get and how you get there is also determined by your mind. What you get and how you get there. If all you get in life will be by your personal effort, is your mind. If they are going to be by some supernatural influence, is also your mind. There was a meeting that we had sometime a year ago. An individual got a car that the person did not pay for. Yes. I also know another individual that also got something very, very big, bigger than a car that he did not pay for. It's not by chance. It is not by chance. Let me tell you for free. As I live right now, over 70% of the money with which that property was bought was given to me by someone. It's shocking. It's a function of your mind. It's a function of your mind. So if you can change your mentality, you will change the way things relate to you. In fact, the things happening in your life is not the problem of the people relating with you. Sometimes you might think that the problem is with the person. The problem is not with the person. The things happening in our life is just a mere reflection of the content of our mind. Experiences and circumstances are mirrors reflecting what is going on in your mind. What you see, indeed, is who you become. Trying to round off. Ways to improve the productivity of your mind. Take these notes. Ways to improve the productivity of your mind. Number one, Practice focusing 100% on the task at hand. People are easily distracted. They jump from pillar to pole. Begin 20 projects and then they will not pay attention to anyone. I'm not saying that you should not multitask. You don't start from multitasking. You start from focusing. You start from focusing. Begin to practice focusing 100% on the task at hand. What is it that is given to you to do now? What is the responsibility that you have? We know that you are going to do 1,001 things. But for now, what are you doing? Attention. 100% attention to it for now. The job at hand, what you have now. 2. Practice meditation. Practice meditation. Science has shown that meditation helps engage new neural pathways in the brain that can improve self-observation skill and mental flexibility. It is when you have done this part 2 now that you will be positioned to multitask. You will now be improved on self-observation and then mental flexibility. You can be doing 20 things at the same time and you will not stress out. No wonder Joshua was told in the book of Joshua chapter 1 verse 8, he said, this book of the law shall not depart out of your mouth, but you shall meditate upon it day and night. So you can observe. You see, science has shown, science is learning. Bible have told us long ago, so you can observe. Now they told us that science has shown that it will liberate some of your neurons that are inactive in your brain. We have multiple neurons that we are not using currently. The brain of a man is more complex than anything you can think of in this world. But some of us are hardly using 2%, 3%, 4%, 5% of the capacity of our brain. Meditation will help to free up those neurons, engage them. And as they become engaged, you will improve your self-observational skill. As you look, as you read, you will improve on the skill of observing. If I stay with you for a period of time, unconsciously, I will begin to do the things you are doing. If I want to observe you, as I'm looking at, so because I spend time in the place of meditation, so more neurons will be freed, and then you can get more jobs done. Number 3, reframe negative thoughts. You should identify wrong beliefs and replace them with the right ones. It is fundamental because it determines the size of your life box, which limits how far you can go in life. Refrain from negative thoughts. Negative thoughts. Try to refrain from them. Try refraining from being angry. Offense is negative thoughts. Try, work hard, not to entertain it. Anything that is not beautiful, anything that is not pointing you to where you are going, don't stay on it. Because if you do, they will determine your life box. That is the container that your life will be captured. Yes. Number 4, develop the habit of reading healthy materials. Your creativity is powered by what you know, and it opens you up to new possibility. Creativity is powered by what you know. How much creative are you? You say, this person is doing 20 things. It's not by chance. It's that the people have stopped themselves with information. It's powered by how much you know. What you don't know is bigger than you. And you should not attempt what you don't know. Number 5, learn to love. Learn to love. Love is the greatest anywhere. It's the greatest secret that the world have not discovered. That's the truth. Learn to love. I never knew that I could do some things that I've done. If not that I did them, I know it was love that constrained me. Who was I to give out car in the first place? I never knew I could do that. But today, I don't know how many that we've done. But we started from somewhere, and it was love that constrained me to do that. It will unleash the ability that is inside of you, the ability that you don't know you have. And then you begin to do things and you ask yourself, am I the one doing this? Or is it something that is working in me? And actually it is something that is working in you. It is love. Learn to love. Learn to love. It cannot be overemphasized. It is greater than faith. It's greater than anything you can talk about. In fact, it is the realm of God. For God is love. Learn to love. Let it overflow in you. I tell you the truth. Most of the things that we've got into, it was not because we wanted money, but how can we express our compassion? How can we express what we feel inside us to these people? You're thinking about the well-being of another person. You are concerned about some other person. And before you know it, that thought will metamorphose to a business. You never thought of business before. You just thought of how to earn. I remember some years ago, I wasn't having a job and I was saying, I want to have an establishment that will provide job opportunity for minimum of 500 people. Somebody that doesn't have a job is thinking of setting up a system that will provide job for minimum of 500 people. It can only be by love. You would have been self-centered, looking just for your own. That is the truth. Learn to love. Let's kill selfishness. And tell us this before I give us assignment. If that thing you call vision begins and ends with you, it is not vision. It is only selfishness and greed. If that thing you are seeing doesn't have the picture of other people in it, it is just selfishness and greed. And how you will know is, after it, what next? Supposing you say your dream is to go to school. When you finish going to school, what next? You get the job, what next? You marry wife, what next? So if it cannot trickle down to others, then that is just an expression of selfishness and greed. Don't tell me that you are not achieving them because you don't have a vision yet. You only have greed. You want to have more money. What more money for what reason? More money is not bad, but it should be hinged on something. Supposing you are thinking how you begin to build houses. If houses are sold for 40 million, you say you'll be selling for 15 million just to subsidize it for those people that are low income earner. Then you have a vision. Because of our time, I want to give us assignments. I have 3 assignments for you. Assignment number 1. If I told you that you have the power to create a life for yourself, what picture would you draw? If I tell you, if I told you that you have the power to create a life for yourself, what picture will you draw? You are told you have the power to whatever you want to become. What picture will you draw? Once this assignment take down, once you have drawn that beautiful picture, leave it there. Leave it there. Try to paint a picture. Maybe become a movie director and give yourself the prestigious roles and stay on it. Do not erase it. Focus on that vision. If you do this, you have taken the first step towards your destiny. Why? Take your mind as your creation room. Begin to create your vision. See what you can become. See yourself dressed in a certain way. Do certain things. Try certain cars. Live in certain ways. See yourself do them. That's assignment number 1. Assignment number 2. After the vision has been framed, for we know by faith that the word is framed by the word of God. After you have been able to frame that picture, make it concrete. After it has become, somehow tangible. There were last year, so many declarations were made about me. Beyond me saying them, I made a frame of them. I framed them. and they are in my room. I see them every now and again. Every now and again. If it is possible a house, get a picture, frame it and keep it where you'll be seen. If it is a car, frame it and put it maybe on your mirror so that you can be seeing it every now and again. Erase it. After you have done that, you must keep it before you, which I've told us. How do you do that? By focusing your mind on the image. You spend time, spend hours daily focusing on that image until you are able to see the image with your eyes open. Until, if I just say somewhere is calling me, people know where I'm talking about, because the place is really calling me. Thirdly, which is the last question, the last assignment, make the image such a reality that you can taste it. Now, how do you taste it? Your mind is a powerful equipment, the greatest gift that God has given to us. Try to mix the vision with emotion. A few years ago, when I was still in the, yes, I've graduated, but I was still doing some things around the state where I studied. There was this financial skill that I acquired. So I was doing something that is virtual on it. And each time I succeed, if you see the way I celebrate, you will, in fact, people concluded that I have money because of the way I celebrate, the way I talk about something that is not physical. That was when I began to play with things like $100,000 as just a fresh graduate. I was playing with $100,000, but this was virtual. And each time I make progress, virtual progress, I celebrate. Oh my God. I wish they were recorded. You will see the way I attach emotion to it. Emotion to it. See, real life doesn't know the one that is virtual and the one that is real. That's the thing you don't know. That's why when you say jokingly, I don't like saying negative things. If you say jokingly the opposite, that I am wealthy, you said it jokingly, the real life doesn't know that you were joking. So the same way, it was a joke, but you were succeeding in that joke, real life will take it as real. So I am not surprised that we are where we are. In fact, we never reach where we go, because we have played the game long ago. We've been in the game long ago, 70 years ago. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. I graduated 2006. So from 2006, I began to play the game. Maybe people began to see them 2012, 2014, 2016. How many years I spent on something? It's your vision with emotion. Feel the image. Gain confidence through it. As you walk, let it give you confidence. It's not real, but you are deriving confidence. There was never a time anybody can trace, and you see me as somebody that was disenfranchised. Never. Even when I had a job, even when I didn't have a place to lay my head. Never. When time for pledge comes, I'll be among the highest. Never. Because I've gained confidence. Feel the sense of accomplishment when thinking about the image you see, though you have not accomplished any of it in the natural realm. If you do them, then you are using the power of vision, which is a function of the mind. Indeed, your mind is your greatest asset and the most effective tool for capacity development. Be careful of what you put into it and how you use them. Thank you.